Fortinian gang! Right, sharp narrator. Right. Oh. Shall we start?
Hold on a minute, mate. Just grabbing something. Right, where the hell did I sit? Sorry, mate, hold on. Need to get myself sorted, hold on. I'm too tall to be in the video, hold on, mate. I need to go a bit further. Right. I'll need to be in the distance. Just, I'll be over here, right?
Right. So, Johnny has been thinking about last time on the FHIP. The drama was the reason why everything was chaotic. That was the reason why he left, was because conflict happened between him and all the rest of them on the Wolture, excluding Shannon, because of course she was in the middle of it, but it was really Johnny versus Colin and Angelina. But the two of them, it was a misconstrued thing. You see, I'm going to say this right now, and no offence, Johnny, back there, but I'm going to say this. You were weak-minded, you were a coward, and you lacked proper leadership to actually call out the bad behaviours of a lot of these people. Let me explain about the FHIP. Half of the people that you invited were nothing more than toxic little tots. And the gossip they would spread, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, as if, like, the same person that were talking behind their backs would leave and then they'd start talking about the person.
Well, as much as I would sit here and say, that, everybody spends their time wisely, I don't think they were spending their time very good. They were wasting their time going on FaceTime and making rumours up and, avoiding accountability because they want to be the victim. They want to gang up on everybody else and make it all about themselves.
Now, Johnny was meant to do a video with Colin, Angelina and Shannon and all the rest of them about this, to go in depth. I simply can't wait. I simply just cannot wait because of, well, Johnny, you want to come out here and tell us what's happened recently? Sure. So, some of you people that are no longer members of the FHIP have tried reaching out to me on Facebook and on social media. That goes for Miss Queen Bee as well. Listen, if you want to talk to me, because I already forgive yous. I forgive every single one of yous that have, did what you did to me. Now, I'm not sure about everybody else. I highly doubt that. But for me, I have extended my grace of clarity to make sure that I understand. And maybe, just maybe, you can have a bit of a less weight to carry because let's just be honest. You've got a lot of inner work to do, each and every one of you, including ourselves actually. Robin, you've got betrayal wound, Dylan, you've got an inferiority wound like myself, and Uggy, you've got an abandonment wound. Abandonment, wonder why, huh? So, this one's to you, Miss Queen Bee, alright? You ever wonder why you're single?
Oh, come on, don't start.
Oh, I'm going to start, Dylan. I'm going to peep at it. Do you ever wonder why you're single? Do you ever wonder why a lot of people had walked away from you? It's because of the things you've been doing. That you've been poking at them. The drama that you've incited. See, instead of starting drama, why don't you sit down with them and actually show a bit of compassion? Solve problems. Like you doing an equation instead of trying to destroy the equation from the inside. trying to get into people's minds through the masses of supporters that you have on your influence. Because you've manipulated a lot of people into thinking that they were the bad ones. Okay? And the reason that this sounds so harsh and stingy to you is because, well, I must have hurt a deep layer of your ego, and that needs a lot of work. Look, we're not trying to pass any moral judgment against you. We're just plainly observing. And yeah, there are different perspectives, like, there are nuances to it. Yeah, because I know that there were certain peoples in the group that had, certain disabilities. Like your ex, James. I'm not going to mention her name, but you know the one I'm talking about. And then we also had a ex-counsellor. That was also complicated as well because of the bias that was on there.
Look, at the end of the day, what was said is done, so now we need to move on from the past.
Yeah, Hoofs, you're right. And, if we do manage to sustain ourselves without any of the drama, then perhaps there is hope for the future. Perhaps we can learn to love each other again. Like what James has been trying to do with Angelina and Colin and Shannon. Despite the fact that they had, an argument and then they fell out. And then now they're back together again. It's really wonderful. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, okay? You know this. Even prisms explain why colours get dispersed. It all comes from the same source. What are you talking about? Nothing, I guess. Just rambling on.
You sit there in silence and you ever wonder why?
I wonder why as well. I wonder why it had to come to this, where we all had to see their dark colours. Oh, and by the way, in order for you to actually change, none of this fake hypocritical being sorry, trying to escape consequences is not going to do anything. And I have told you and everybody else before, Miss Queen Bee, because you're the one that started this, just so you know. And you know what? I feel you. If you had something to say, then you would say it because you were scared. That was the core reason. You were scared of feeling small, of being unloved. Because let's be honest, you've got very low self-esteem. And you needed that love. And so yeah, we did try, all of us did try to, get into your heart, but the ego was closing it off. So of course, I had to do my inner work. I had to explore myself regarding the whole Tom Twin situation back in 2020. Oh yeah, that's a perfect example. Take me for instance, right? I let Martin get to my head. As much as I hate to say that, but who's forced me to say this? So, Martin, can you go over here for a second? Yeah, banana ape. What do you want? Just get over here. So you look at us, right? What's this about? Just shut up. Just get with the program. So you see us, right? Look at him. You're narcissistic, eh? With a crown on that British crown. Why are you wearing that, eh? Massive insecurity, eh? It's not insecurity, it's status. Status? Oh yeah, thinking that you've got influence over us? You don't have any influence over me, Martin. Are you sure about that? Considering the fact that you were the one who went into the pub and essentially tried to get into his world through a portal. And then you endangered your pals because of your desire to basically go for him. Oh, wait a minute. That's exactly what was going on between Miss Queen Bee and Angelina.
That's why this whole thing started. I'm just going to throw it out there right now. This whole thing started because of ego. And it wasn't just that, it's a wound that the ego derived from, right? We need to go deeper than this. Ego comes from a multitude of things. And listen, if you want to message me, there's no moral judgment against you at this point. I am going to observe. But I just want everybody to be at peace with full accountability, knowing what they have done, and have the clarity to move on. That's all I wanted. Okay? That's why I had to walk away. Because I knew, Miss Queen Bee, that you especially were trapped in your own ego. That you were trapped in your own wound. That's why I think that this whole thing with you trying to reach out to me on Facebook was basically your attempt to try and sort things out. Well, I've got news for you. You will not be wasting my time, but if you truly want to sort things out, then message me. I'm going to my bed.
Alright.
Well, gotta do more conquest plans.
I'll be finishing it before you do, Martin, just so you know. Aye, but it gets to show you, doesn't it, how the tables are flipped. Well, Sugar Monkey, I just hope that everyone changes. I mean, Johnny's going through his redemption, Colin's going through his redemption, Angelina's going through her redemption. But then they were victims, right after when they lot showed up. It's a shame. I know, but I'm going to head to my bed. I hope they heal too.
Saving souls. How ridiculous.
What do you think?
The question is, what do you do with truth? Because if you're going to use truth to poison people, all it does to you, it reveals who you are.
Exactly. I mean, this is just, speechless. I'm speechless. But hey, I'm going to stop talking about this now because this is pointless.
Night, lads.
And regarding Wolture uploads, there will be uploads, but it won't be very frequent. So you'll have to be patient. I'm sorry about this. And Colin is very busy with his new job, and I might be very busy as well, potentially entering up a new job as well. But I will still be doing the Robin versus Dylan movie, so if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you can head up over there. But please stay tuned in the Wolture channel. Please go and subscribe to the Royal Wolves of Madness, especially because they're the ones that started this channel. But anyway, I am going to go, and for the last time, Miss Queen Bee, I hope that you actually get the help that you need. And if you do, God's beside you. Believe in him. As God is all of us in one conscientious. Because we are different lives. Getting experienced by the one conscientious. Bye-bye. Good night.